Before we start with the video, go in the description bar and check out the link for G2A to get cheap games and codes. What up guys, I'm back with another video and we're going to go over on how to exactly 100% do a clean install on the Windows OS. We'll be using this computer right here for installing the Windows OS and using that, or for this computer for getting the files, that computer or this one will be used for installing the operating system. So if you want to make it a Windows 2 Go, you can also do that. You can make it so that Windows will always be with you. You can run Windows off of the USB stick. There are several ways of how to install it, so we're going to have to go through each one. This is what you use to install it onto your flash drive to make it a Windows installation. If you have a CD, well, you can use that one too. It doesn't matter. Whatever way you want to do it through. Through a CD or a DVD, I would highly recommend you to be using image burn in order to burn it onto a DVD. So with everything aside, I just finished making the ISO file, so if you need just run these settings on Rufus to make the tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and close it real quick. Go ahead and close this computer a little bit down. And now, as you can see, we have this computer, and what we need to do is that we need to, or I'm just going to leave this open actually, so I can still see it. So what we need to do is that we need to install the operating system onto this computer. So with everything aside, after installing it onto a flash drive, we get this flash drive and we put it inside the computer, whatever USB port you got. Right, so if it's securely in, you make sure it's securely in, because we don't want any interruptions or any bad data going through there, or else everything will get messed up. So each computer is different for launching it onto the BIOS, and we're going to do it through the BIOS installation. We're going to load it as an actual operating system and load it through there instead, because it's a clean installation. I just wiped this drive mainly because I needed the drive wipe, like clean wipe, like nuked, so I have it completely wiped out. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on. My BIOS button for the boot menu is the escape button, but I have to press F10 for setup. F10 is the first method of, if you don't have a boot menu on your computer, well, it's alright, you don't need it. So in case you don't have one, here's the BIOS. So what we have here is date, boot time. We need to go all the way over to boot, which is the second one from exit, or depending on which one, what your BIOS looks like. We need to change the boot priority to flash drive, but I changed it to hard drive group. So hard drive group would be, this is an old BIOS, so hard drive group is around in the flash drives. Apparently a flash drive is considered to be a hard drive, even though it's not, but this is a 16 gigabyte flash drive, so I guess it would consider it. So make sure the hard drive or the flash drive is on top as first boot device. So whenever you need to install an operating system, plug it in, turn on your computer, and it should boot straight into that flash drive instead of going straight to the hard drive that's built inside the computer. So after that, what we need to do is that we need to go on exit, save changes, or you can even save and exit, which is, for me, it's F10. Click OK. And so what's going to happen is that since it should automatically boot, but for my computer it's not going to, it's going to go straight to the hard drive. So I have to go into the boot menu. So I press escape repeatedly until it loads. Okay, so I got here. Now here's my SanDisk Cruiser Glide, which is the flash drive name. Click enter, and sometimes they'll say press any button to continue to boot it. So when it says that, you basically press any button, and then there you go. You now launch into it. The thing is that if your computer is an old BIOS, you might want to go back to Rufus and put the ISO in your flash drive as an old BIOS and add the old BIOS fix, or else it won't boot. So we don't really need this computer open anymore. So what now we need to do is that we need to wait for it to boot. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this. No, probably not. I didn't think it was going to load up fast. Okay, so now we're at the menu to install it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna press enter. Use your mouse to navigate to install now. And after that, the setup is gonna start. After the setup is starting, then you need to make sure that you delete all other partitions. Some computers, like computers that are pre-made over at Staples, Walmart, wherever you got your computer, are usually pre-made and have software inside it that are really bad, and like they put several antiviruses in there that you don't even want, software you don't even want. So this is a way of getting rid of it. So you just press skip to put in the CD key. I have Windows 10 Pro, so I'll be using Windows 10 Pro instead of Home. But yeah, they have in software that is really irritating and annoying. Every computer I get from there usually gets reset at the day of purchase, so that I don't have to deal with that software, and it gets faster when you get rid of that software by doing this method. So yeah, if you need to extract your CD key, you can use Produkey. You can Google that up, Produke, and you can get your key out, and then you can go ahead and put in your key through here, and it will work the same way. So we're doing custom Windows, custom install, custom Windows only, and that's advanced. So we're gonna want to delete everything, delete every single partition. So I got a 300 gigabyte hard drive, so all I can do is just says unallocated. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see this. Unallocated. So you gotta make sure it's unallocated, and then you click next. If you have a problem with installing it, you might, like, sometimes even for Windows 7 it has a problem installing, so it's not really surprising. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this, and I'll have this go ahead and keep going for a bit. For people who are watching, let's go ahead and make it bigger, and then you guys can go ahead and watch it.
I'm making this the last time I break down, holding on to my breath, no sound escapes, walking on a straight line through the madness. Everything around me, oh, it fades away. I can't help but wonder how it got this way. I can't help this feeling that things gotta change. Where's my happy ending? All I've been waiting for. Where's my happy
Alright, so we're back and we're going to go ahead and switch over to the product key. We could go ahead and, if you don't have it yet, you can do it later so that you can activate it later if you don't want to. So I'm going to click do it later because I don't want to show you guys my CD key. If you can also set it up with Wi-Fi, but I have a USB stick, little micro little thing that allows me to connect to Wi-Fi, so we'll skip this step. We'll go ahead and go to use express settings, mainly because we don't really want to customize it, so we'll just use express settings so that it would finish up faster.
I was told that you belong on the riverside, looking far from being strong.
So that should be just about it on setting it up, because just at the moment it's going to ask you to sign into a Microsoft account. It's optional if you want to, so if you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you do, go ahead. But if you do, you can sync up your settings from Windows 10, so that if you have another Windows 10 device, it'll transfer those settings over to another device. So that's freaking sweet. Even the background, the wallpaper will also be changed to switch over from one computer to one device to another. So if you want that, go ahead. But that should be just about it, and it should be all set up. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. If you really like this and you want me to do another one, just leave a comment into the comment section, and I'll get to you on the next one whenever that is. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys later. My name is Shadow. Stay amazing from Top PC Guides, or Top Tech Guides. Catch you guys on the next one.